with consumer prices what they are, but some experts suggest the country is heading for, or maybe already is in, a Goldilocks economy, just right. Financial professional John Lawton from Open Air Advisors joining us with this concept and how you can take advantage of the conditions it presents to improve your finances. Okay, good to have you on.
Thank you.
Let's talk about, there is a difference. When we've heard bear market. I don't know that a lot of people are familiar with the Goldilocks economy.
Goldilocks economy, if you remember this story, we had the porridge and one was too hot, one was too cold, and one was just right. So what we're saying here is that the economy, it seems, and experts are saying that the economy is just right.
What does that mean for the average person, for folks who are at home watching right now?
So if you're looking at your 401k statement, most likely if you own stocks or investing, your stocks have done well.
Okay.
Remember, NVIDIA had earnings the other night and the market's at all-time highs. If we own real estate, you've probably done really, really well. Really any asset classes have done well. When we look back at the grocery store, prices are still high, but they're not increasing or growing as much as they were a couple of years ago.
Okay, so how should a Goldilocks economy influence our financial decision making?
Really, it shouldn't. And I would just say that when I work with retirees and pre-retirees,
Okay.
and so really when we build a financial plan, we build it for the hard times. And we know the economy's cyclical. We have good times, we have bad times. When we build a plan or when we look at our finances, we want to make sure that we're prepared for those bad times. We don't want someone going out there and panic selling just because where we were in a Goldilocks economy, now we're in a much poorer position.
Okay, so what else should we do when the economy is good?
Right now, it's a great time to look at our savings accounts, make sure that we've got those 3 to 6 months worth of expenses set aside, make sure that the credit card debt is paid down. If you have done well and your job is going well and you're looking at your 401k, let's look at the contributions and what percentage we're putting there. If we're doing 10, let's go to 15. We always recommend somewhere in that ballpark of percentage of income that's going into the 401k on a monthly basis.
I'm guessing too, if your company does any sort of match, correct?
You always make sure you get the free money. So that's the bottom line. Always make sure you're getting the free money, but I would say always go beyond that. Usually the match is in the, depending on the company, 2 to 3%, sometimes 6, but we really would suggest 10 to 15% for you to really meet your financial goals. We do retirement planning all the time, and when you look at the end result, when you look at where you want to be at 65 or 60 or whenever you want to retire, that's really helpful to go backwards and say, okay, I really do need to start now. I need to start investing today and really increase those contributions to those plans.
Because really you're just having to adjust a little bit. Because when you hear that, if you're only contributing 5%, the idea of putting another 5 is like, but you can adjust then.
Do it slowly. Sure, do it slowly. But right now, if we're in a Goldilocks economy, a lot of folks have done really well in their jobs, and maybe you've gotten a raise, or those are great times to go back and look at it. If we have gotten a raise, go back and look and maybe adjust the earnings then. If you change jobs, a lot of times you get an increase in salary. That's a great time to boost those retirement savings.
Yeah, we don't want to work forever.
No, I want you to retire.
All right, so how can people get in touch with you if they would like more information?
Best place is our website, openairadvisors.com.
All right, thank you, John. Good to meet you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Absolutely.
All right.